Streaming live now on News8000.com. You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now, this weekend.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Allison Fergit. The Coulee region saw some grass fires this afternoon. This fire in Lafarge started after a resident was burning a brush pile in his yard when it spread to the grass. The Lafarge Fire Department says no structures were harmed as a result of the fire. The Wisconsin DNR has placed a high fire danger risk for most of the region. So although it's been absolutely beautiful out, definitely be aware of the fire risks today, Nicole.
Yeah, we're actually going to continue to see some slightly drier than comfortable conditions as we go throughout the rest of the evening and into tomorrow as well, with enough wind speeds to possibly cause that increased fire risk, but that's not going to last forever. Here we are right now with our current humidity. It's pretty dry out there. We usually look for about relative humidities of 25% or below, so we're right near that line. Again, drier than you really want to be, but not dry enough that we're seeing any fire headlines out there quite yet. Current wind speeds, again, just breezy enough to maybe be causing some issues for people, and we're going to continue to see that trend as we go into tomorrow afternoon as well. Seeing relative humidities across the area getting closer into that mid-20, possibly in the upper 20 range again. Wind speeds staying breezy, especially in the morning hours as we have that cold front still continuing to pass through. We'll lighten up a little bit in the afternoon, but still seeing relatively breezy conditions, mainly east of the Mississippi, so that's really going to be where the fire concerns continue on into tomorrow. Dry conditions last into Tuesday, but thankfully the winds really start to die down. For the rest of tonight, though, we're looking at conditions staying relatively mild. We'll still have that light breeze out there. Eau Claire possibly seeing a couple showers or snow showers as we go later into the evening with that cold front passing through. But I'll have all the details on that cold front, the snow chances, and the cooler weather coming behind it coming up in my full forecast.
All right, thank you, Nicole. No one is injured after a late-night house fire on La Crosse's south side. According to the La Crosse Fire Department, crews responded to the fire on the 1200 block of East Avenue South just after 11 p.m. When first responders arrived on scene, they found flames coming from the roof on the back side of the home. Crews worked quickly to contain and put out the fire. No residents were home at the time, but one pet died from smoke inhalation. The cause of the fire is still under investigation. A family business served up fresh Gulf seafood to La Crosse residents today. Fabian Seafood started in Galveston, Texas in 1975. They started selling their fresh shrimp in Texas and Oklahoma from the back of pickup trucks. Since then, they've expanded to 11 states, including Wisconsin and Minnesota. They've been serving their crawfish, shrimp, red snapper, and more in La Crosse for more than 40 years. Owners of Fabian Seafood say they take great pride in ensuring their seafood is the freshest available.
The big difference between us and everyone else is they don't do what we do. They don't have our customer base, so they couldn't handle it, and we just bring the best product we can. Gulf, fresh, no preservatives. We just make sure it's all sustainable. We've been doing it 50 years, and we're hoping to do another 50.
Chamberlain says they'll be back in La Crosse in just 5 weeks. Johnsonville is recalling over 22,000 pounds of cheddar bratwurst for possible plastic contamination. The product being recalled is the 19-ounce sealed firm tray package containing 5 pieces of Johnsonville Brats cheddar bratwurst. Retail locations in Minnesota and Wisconsin received the affected products. There have been no confirmed reports of injury, but consumers who have the product should throw it away or return it to the place of purchase. A local World War II veteran is celebrating a milestone birthday. Bob Witt is turning 100. He celebrated earlier today with family and friends at the Benedictine Living Center. Bob served in the U.S. Navy during World War II and received a number of awards like the Victory Ribbon and American Area Ribbon. Bob says it's great to celebrate his birthday with loved ones.
I really appreciate it. These people have all been good to me. People that live here, all super people. Couldn't be any better.
Bob does have some advice for those hoping to reach 100. He says don't smoke and make sure to walk and get plenty of exercise. Pope Francis made his first public appearance since leaving the hospital 2 weeks ago. The 88-year-old pontiff greeted crowds at the Vatican and seemed to be in good spirits. He was seated in a wheelchair and appeared to have oxygen tubes in his nose. His voice was still weak, but stronger than 2 weeks ago. Pope Francis was hospitalized for 5 weeks while he was being treated for pneumonia. When he was discharged last month, doctors said he would need to recuperate for at least 2 months. Still to come, President Trump continues his plan to reset global trade, but federal legislators are looking to have more say over trade policy.
It's the spring patio sale at Home Seasonal Concepts. Right now, the more you buy, the more you save. Get 5, 10, and even 15% off sale prices on porch and patio. Plus, get a free collapsible wagon for all your outdoor activities. The spring patio sale at Home Seasonal Concepts.
When you need a break, Pizza Ranch is ready. Rough day or good day, sometimes you just need a buffet. And we've got all your favorites always ready to serve. Come to the place that puts a smile on your face. Make it a buffet day at Pizza Ranch.
Improving your home, improving your life with new entry doors. Few things in your home get the constant use of the entry door. Older entry doors are often hard to open, hard to close, drafty, cold, ugly, insecure, or all of these things, a source of daily misery. Correctly installed entry doors provide a safety and security for your family. They are easy to operate, provide comfort, and say welcome to family and friends. Call or visit the Board Store for a prompt free estimate. Get more for less today and every day. The Board Store.
To everyone who believes in tradition, come enjoy a few of ours from Wisconsin.
People in Wisconsin love a good fish fry.
Really love. And we love sharing it with guests everywhere.
At Culver's, we still batter our North Atlantic cod by hand to order.
And we cook it to a crispy, golden perfection just for you.
For you.
For you. So it's crispy outside, flaky inside. Let us take care of you.
With some homegrown traditions we were raised on.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Get Progressive Rug Savings right now at all Homeworld Rugs. The more you buy, the more you save on your total rug purchase of $199 or more. Get up to $500 off sale prices. Every style is on sale now at up to 50% off regular prices. The Progressive Rug Sale, now at Homeworld Rugs.
The news continues on News 8 Now. Expect more.
Americans are bracing for the week ahead after President Trump's new tariffs unsettled investors and sparked a plunge on Wall Street. CBS News correspondent Christian Benavides is in Miami.
President Trump's Commerce Secretary says the commander-in-chief plans to go ahead with his reciprocal tariffs on dozens of U.S. trading partners this week.
The president needs to reset global trade. Everybody has a trade surplus, and we have a trade deficit. We are paying away our future and our lives. The countries of the world are ripping us off.
The sweeping tariffs on goods from countries around the world set off the worst two-day Wall Street sell-off in 5 years. Democratic Senator Maria Cantwell last week helped introduce new bipartisan legislation to reassert Congress's authority over trade policy.
Consumer groups are announcing, and retailers, the fact that they want Congress to take this action up.
Republican Don Bacon introduced similar legislation in the House.
It's time that Congress restores its authorities here. In the Constitution, it's clear. The House and the Senate, Congress has the power of tariffs and taxes. And we gave some of that power to the executive branch. I think, in hindsight, that was a mistake.
On Sunday, President Trump left his Trump National Golf Club in Jupiter, Florida, after taking part in the tournament. This week at the White House, President Trump is meeting with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. They are set to discuss new U.S. tariffs on Israel, as well as security issues between the ally nations. Christian Benavides, CBS News, Miami.
A federal judge has denied a motion to pause the return of a man mistakenly deported to El Salvador. On Friday, the judge directed the federal government to return Kilmar Abrego Garcia to the U.S. by Monday night. The Trump administration appealed Friday's ruling, but in today's filing, the judge further laid out her reasoning and wrote her order, quote, remains in full force and effect. The government had previously conceded that it mistakenly deported the man and said it was due to an administrative error. In Ukraine, 3 were injured after Russian missile strikes. Residents in the capital, Kyiv, are seeking cover in underground metro stations. A military official says the attack used Iranian-made Shahed drones. It's one of the deadliest attacks so far this year. A second child has died of measles in Texas amid the ongoing outbreak. Hospital officials say the child was unvaccinated and had no known underlying health conditions. This marks the second confirmed death linked to the outbreak. The first death was another unvaccinated child in Texas. At least 569 cases of measles have been reported in at least 3 states. Spring storms are hitting the central U.S. hard, and residents in the central Appalachians are preparing for potential flooding.
Back here at home, we're looking to see a mostly quiet week, but we do have some cool temperatures to start and a couple rain chances coming towards the middle of the week. I'll break it all down coming up right after the break.
Hey, this $5 Mega Millions game is super exciting.
There are prize multipliers built into every play. So the lowest prize you can win is $10. Plus, it has bigger jackpots more often with better chances to win it!
$5 Mega Millions really is something to shout about.
It's available at Wisconsin lottery retailers near you, like this one.
Cordell's Automotive wants to thank you for voting us Best of La Crosse County for another year. With 7 locations, Cordell's is even easier to find near you. As a family-owned business, we truly get what it takes to care for your vehicle so that you and your loved ones can be safe and protected. We're honored to be your first choice in auto repair, mechanic, tire shop, and oil changes. Schedule an appointment and let us help you know you're safe.
Pivot! Shut up! Pivot! Shut up! Shut up! Pivot! Shut up! Pivot! Shut up! Pivot! Shut up! Okay, hold on. I don't think it's gonna pivot anymore.
Just like pivoting from heating to cooling season, it's a difficult adjustment. Pivot in the summer, called GNT.
Pivot! Shut up!
On GNT. For the best heating and air conditioning guaranteed.
A great percentage of what we do at the Pump House Regional Arts Center is impacted by tourists. When tourists come to the La Crosse region, it benefits everyone. They seek out many opportunities to experience theater, concerts, outdoor, wildlife, dining. It connects us all.
The Power of Tourism, brought to you by Explore La Crosse. Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
Relentless rain and severe thunderstorms have swept through parts of the central U.S. The 5-day string of storms has triggered historic flooding and tornadoes. At least 17 people have died across multiple states. Jen Sullivan has details on the damage.
Days of powerful storms pummeling much of the central U.S. have left a path of destruction. Torrential rain has fallen across the Mid-South since Wednesday, measuring more than a foot in some areas. In Kentucky, many roads are underwater, with some communities swamped.
I've been an emergency manager in Woodford County for greater than 20 years, and I don't ever remember this much water.
In the small town of Hardy in northern Arkansas, the relentless rain has caused the Spring River to spill over the banks surrounding homes. Some structures, all you can see are the roofs.
We're just getting a lot of water right now, and with the continuation of the rainfall, plus what is continuing to fall north of us, all that water's got to go somewhere.
In Memphis, Tennessee, cars left stranded after this road flooded. And in Nashville, a river of water in these front yards, leaving feet of water in many basements.
We have a little one and a dog, and my husband and I kind of just kept, all we could do was watch all this like rushing water.
The string of storms also triggering tornadoes. This family in Senatobia, Mississippi has lost everything.
We were all in shock. Very hard. It's hard to talk about it.
And the threat isn't over yet. Roughly 22 million people are under flood watches in the Tennessee and Ohio valleys, the Central Appalachians, and the Southeast Sunday. I'm Jen Sullivan reporting.
Well, we aren't tracking any storms here in the Coulee region, but we'll send it over to Nicole to explain why it's never too early to be prepared for those.
Yes, thankfully it's a little bit too early to have any storms up in our part of the woods, but this is why we have a Severe Weather Awareness Week starting towards the beginning of spring, because our friends to the south usually start seeing that activity starting to tick up right around now or towards the end of March, but we really don't start to see it until we get closer to the end of April into May. It still has chances to see that severe weather activity up here though, even through this portion of the year. But again, Severe Weather Awareness Week starting in Wisconsin and Minnesota tomorrow. We do have statewide tornado drills going across the states as we go into Thursday, and we'll be posting multiple pieces of information about how you can stay prepared for severe weather when it does track into our area at any point this year. All posted on our website and on our streaming channel. If you want any more information, make sure to head there at any point throughout this week. We'll have a lot of safety tips out there for you. Otherwise, we're tracking a fairly quiet week this week. Thankfully, we don't have to deal with any severe weather while we're all trying to get back into the swing of the safety of it. Dry and breezy to start tomorrow. Also going to be a little bit cool out there, but we will have gradual warming as we go throughout the week and just a slight chance for some scattered midweek showers as we go into Wednesday and Thursday. So let's break it all down. Tonight, we have a cold front passing through, and that's going to be the thing that's giving us those cooler conditions as we start the week off tomorrow. We can see it on our sky tracker. It's going to be bringing very light amounts of precipitation with it, enough to possibly kick up a few light showers or snow showers across the area, getting past La Crosse sometime after midnight. Really, a lot of the more concentrated snow is really staying into central Wisconsin, so we're not expecting any actual accumulation for our part. Still seeing some scattered showers possibly lasting into the early morning tomorrow, but again, we probably won't even see any of it really holding on to any surfaces. The main story with it is going to be the cooler temperatures. Not really feeling it too much yet when we're waking up in the morning because it hasn't settled down quite yet by that point. 28 for the low in La Crosse, 25 in Eau Claire, but you will really feel it tomorrow afternoon. It's going to be a little chilly out there, anywhere from 10 to 15 degrees below our average highs, so most of the area actually staying in the upper 30s throughout the day. Some of the lucky places possibly getting into the low 40s. La Crosse, 42 for that high, 38 in Eau Claire. We do have those brief shower chances as we go into the middle portions of the week. Apart from that light snow chance that we have tonight, we see a little bit of an uptick and a scattered shower possibility as we go into Wednesday afternoon and continuing on into possibly Thursday. Low chances though, because they are looking to be fairly scattered in nature. Let's take a look at it on our long range forecast. The system on Wednesday afternoon is really going to skim most of us to the south, possibly giving another band just to the north of us. So we might be in the middle of these two, but there's still a lot of potential for that to shift just a little bit to the north. After that, we're going to continue to see some scattered chances all the way through the night and into Thursday morning, maybe a little bit more widespread as we go into Thursday afternoon. But as we go into tonight, we should dry up and see mostly dry conditions until we get towards next weekend. So really, overall, a very quiet week. The main trend is really going to be that warming in our temperatures as we get towards the end of the week. We're starting it off on a chillier foot, 42 for the high on Monday, but eventually, as we get towards Thursday, we'll finally be getting back to those above normal temperatures that we all know and love, and then staying consistently into the 60s by Friday and going into the beginning of next week. So it's going to be a nice one.
Can't wait for it. It felt so nice today already,
Yes,
and we were just
gorgeous.
in the upper 50s mostly. So yeah, really, it's going to feel so incredible to get those upper 60s. Thank you, Nicole. And coming up next in sports, the Brewers bats come to life. Milwaukee was taking on Cincinnati, and one young Brewer had a big day at the plate. Cade has the highlights next.
Proper installation of your new windows make a difference. The team at Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions are factory trained to make sure your windows are installed to last. Call or stop into the showroom for your free estimate.
I'm Steve from Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions. If you have trouble opening a window or keeping one in place, you may have frame damage, worn materials, or even hidden problems you can't see. You need a trusted window company to evaluate it, check for hidden issues, and possibly replace the window. Our team will complete our Weather Guardian 15-step installation process on every job to ensure your home and family are safe before we leave. Call now for 5 years interest-free financing. Choose Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions or something less.
I've got arthritis in my joints. I would walk 10 steps and not have to sit down. I wanted to do anything other than go through the pain and the effort of the surgery.
That's when Mike discovered QC Kinetics, the nation's leader in regenerative medicine. All natural treatments to restore and repair your damaged joint tissue and get you back to living a normal life again with no surgery, no drugs, and no downtime.
Afterwards, I felt like I really made the right choice. It's a tremendous success.
Join tens of thousands of satisfied patients who have found lasting relief from their joint pain. Request a free consultation and find out if you're qualified for this therapeutic breakthrough. Call 715-447-7968.
If you want to avoid the process of surgery and the pain and the effort, you need to go to QC Kinetics.
Isn't it time you got your life back? Call now for your free consultation. 715-447-7968. 715-447-7968.
Shop Wisconsin's best deals at Black River Furniture Outlet. Find unbeatable prices on sectionals, big or small, to fit every home. Great savings on Ashley sofas and love seats. Style and comfort at a price you'll love. Check out our wide selection of reclining and power furniture, plus custom options from Best Home Furnishings. Experience top-tier comfort with Catnapper Furniture, where relaxation is key. Black River Furniture Outlet, your upholstery headquarters. Family values, veteran-owned, and no corporate hassle. Open 7 days a week in Black River Falls, Wisconsin.
Choice. I choose every day.
Feel joy. This is joy right here.
This room is just full of love.
Let me show you how we do it.
I got a few ladies here
that you have inspired. You did it! Don't you want to meet those heroes? Come on out here.
It feels so good to just be in the presence of this joy.
Weekdays at 4 on News 8. Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now Sports with Kate Overton.
Well, the Brewers are looking to get back to 500 today, but the big story of the season thus far has been the injury bug. 7 planned starters coming into the year currently on the injured list, and it was announced today that Nestor Cortez is dealing with an elbow strain. But the season keeps going, and someone on the pitching staff is going to have to step up. Let's go to American Family Field. Chad Patrick on the mound for Milwaukee, and he got some help from the defense early on. Ellie De La Cruz tries to steal second, but how about Eric Haas? A perfect throw as De La Cruz is tagged out to end the inning. Scoreless in the third, but with runners at third and second, Jackson Chourio skies one out to right. Should be deep enough to score a run, and it is as the sacrifice fly gives the Brewers the lead. Let's go to the fourth inning. 2 men on for Chourio again, but this time he gets all of this baseball deep to left field, and that ball is gone for a 3-run shot. Milwaukee goes up 7, and the 21-year-old wasn't done. 7th inning, and have a day, Jackson Chourio. His second home run of the game, 5 total RBIs for him as Milwaukee gets the win 8-2. Some big news in the hockey world today as there is a new career goal record holder. Alex Ovechkin came into the day tied with the great Wayne Gretzky, but partway through the second period, Ovi strikes. That's goal number 895 in his career to break a record many thought would never be touched. They paused play after the goal where Ovechkin gave a speech, and Gretzky was there to shake his hand. Ovechkin is in his 20th season, all with the Washington Capitals. We had the two legends facing off in the women's NCAA basketball final this afternoon. UConn and South Carolina going head-to-head. It was close early on, but in the second half, UConn would start to pull away. Wisconsin native KK Arnold, who went to Germantown High School, a big part of the team. UConn would get the win 82-59, giving them their first national title since 2016 and Geno's 12th overall. So that was the women's side. We've got Houston and Florida. They'll face off in the men's championship tomorrow right here on WKBT.
I just loved that women's game so much because UConn, to me, going into this tournament was a little bit of an underdog. They were a 2nd seed, even though they had a fantastic season. But they just blew South Carolina right out of the water, who's also a really great team. But so great to see Geno.
Of course, we're always hoping for those games to come down to the wire. But, you know, when one team starts to pull away, things can get a little different. But, I mean, just so great when you've got Dawn Staley and Geno going head-to-head. I mean, two legends.
A coaching classic, but Geno really did a great job getting those girls ready for the game.
He was. All right, we'll have more news. We'll have another check on your forecast when we come back.
Meeting you locally where you are online. Miss a story? See it again or watch us live on YouTube at WKBT News 8 Now.
Right now, during Home Furniture's spring sale, the more you buy, the more you save. Get 5, 10, and even 15% off sale prices throughout the store. Plus, pay no interest for up to 5 years on brand name mattresses during this spring sale, going on now at Home Furniture.
Are you finding bathing and bathroom business has gotten more difficult? Bad hips, bad knees can pose a problem. Just getting up and down can be risky. There is a simple, affordable solution. In just a day or two, you can have a beautiful new walk-in shower, safe and easy to care for with grab bars, a handheld shower, and a seat if you like. Set an appointment with one of our designers to plan your new bath. Better products at lower prices because we care. The Board Store.
Convenience is a big factor. We're right here in Onalaska.
We're local. You know, we've been here for a long time. We take all insurances. We service and repair many different makes and models of hearing aids. Even if you didn't get your hearing aids with us, we'd be happy to take a look at them.
If your hearing aid is still under warranty, we can do some warranty work for you there.
You know, just walk in. You know, you don't have to have an appointment. I'm happy to help if I can.
Our family is helping your family. Better Hearing Center, Onalaska, next to St. Pat's Church.
When it's time to celebrate, Pizza Ranch is ready. We've got plenty of room and plenty of food for everyone. With pizza, desserts, and the country's best chicken, everyone leaves a winner. Make it a buffet day at Pizza Ranch.
It's the spring patio sale at Home Seasonal Concepts. Right now, the more you buy, the more you save. Get 5, 10, and even 15% off sale prices on porch and patio. Plus, get a free collapsible wagon for all your outdoor activities. The spring patio sale at Home Seasonal Concepts.
Okay, let's see. Headlines from News 8 Now? Check. Live updates all day? Check. Local breaking news? Yep. Weather every 10 minutes? Yes, please. Well, that was an easy choice. News 8 Plus. It puts the now in your day. Get it today.
Here's a look at the rest of your night in La Crosse. Staying honestly pretty consistent temperature-wise with where we have been, around 28 when you're waking up in the morning. A little bit cooler in Eau Claire, 25. Going to be breezy throughout the morning too, and we're really not warming up too quickly as we go out tomorrow afternoon. Many areas actually staying in the upper 30s. Brief chance of some snow tonight. Hopefully it's the last time we see snow in the forecast.
Oh,
it's not
fingers
really
crossed.
uncommon to get a couple inches in April, but I'm hoping it's the last.
Oh, me too. And
seeing the high 60s, I mean, what a forecast.
Oh,
I can't wait.
Cannot wait. Well, also make sure you get outside and enjoy it for the rest of tonight. Well, thank you for joining us, and we'll see you tonight at 10.